And all the ships at sea. This is from my phone at my brother's house. I'm not really going to stay on long, but I thought I'd come up for a little bit. Some of you may or may not know my niece graduated high school. They had this huge event because it's apparently a big school. It was over 500 seniors, and they had it at University of Dayton Arena. It was cool. It was actually very cool. So, trying to figure out how to use my phone here. I actually went live by mistake right now, but as long as we're here, may as well stay. Let's see, what is this? Right? Hey, what's up, Dusty? How you doing, buddy? Let me see, what's that? We got theme. Yeah, kind of learning as I go along. Oh, no, don't want that. Private chat. Okay. Music. Ah, well, I can do this.
Welcome to the show. We're glad you're here. Grab a cold one, maybe a beer. Stay alert
This is
in
weird.
the chat. Giveaway prizes. Heck, maybe we'll give away Uncle Bill's cowboy hat. Jim's his sidekick, wouldn't you know? Uncle Extra Medium in the show. Smash that like button and subscribe. Let's all be part of hashtag Uncle Bill's Tribe. Hashtag Uncle Bill's Tribe.
All right. So I'm in the. He's got like a screened-in kind of porch area here, above the backyard and the trees and all. Pretty nice. I thought this house was 6,700 square feet. I'm wrong. It's almost 6,900 square feet. Easy to get lost in this place. So I got 11 people in here. What's up, guys? Gotta bear with me. It's the first time I've done this. I think I've done this on my phone. I'm gonna put the copy invite link. I'm just gonna put it right in the chat. Okay. And what's this? Add scene, demo. I don't know what to. I guess you don't get all the same features. Yeah. How do I get back to the chat? I can't. Is that it? Huh. No. No. Here's the stuff. Overlay, video clips. All right. Anyway. Oh, we had 11. Now we got 7. Okay. I don't know. Now I can't find the chat. Where the hell's the chat? That is terrible. Let's add scene. Here's the invite thing. I already copied the link. Now I can't find. But anyway, we're having a nice weekend. Welcome. Should have brought the laptop, huh? That would have been good. Say a prayer. These are tickers. Okay, I don't want the ticker. I, Whatever. Wow. This is tough. There's only so many things to touch here. I had the chat showing up. Now I don't. Hmm. Oh, there it is. No, that's private chat. Damn it. Hmm, 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 hmm. Well, anyway, I saw Dusty came in. I somehow was on that screen and now I can't find it. It's terrible. Terrible. Oh, there it is. Overlay. Bill on vacation. Well, it's kind of a vacation. There we go. Now I can see you guys. Cool. Uh, oh, Tim's here. Hi, Tim. Cool. So type a message, and it's no longer there. All right, let's try this again. Now I gotta, now I gotta find the link. Okay. All right. Invite guests. Copy invite link. There it is. Okay. Type message. There it is. I'm gonna send it out. Now anybody can. Now anybody can come in. Oh, look at that. Hey, all right. I got the link in the chat. Anybody wants to join? I'll be lucky if I could figure out how to bring you in now. But yeah, kind of on vacation. Like I said, I'm sorry I'm, I didn't go live like regular. But yeah, we're having a nice, I'm having a nice time. I haven't been to this house. I actually missed a house because he lived in Xenia, then he lived in Beaver Creek, and now we're in the hell town is this? Oh, it's a little nicer. I got some flying with the Air 3S uh, to show the neighborhood and the house and all that. Yeah. Let me see if I. No, that's the wrong one. That's the wrong one. Warren's here. Hey, Warren. Hey, guys. All right, chat overlay. That didn't help. Can't find the. I can't get the what do you call it to come back up. No, I just let me turn it this way. Does that make any difference? Nope. So if somebody came in, I wouldn't be able to see it. Hmm. Oh, I just hit back. Cool. Okay, nobody's come in yet. All right, that's all right. So yeah, I don't know if anybody's live. How you been, Tim? I haven't seen you in a dog's age. Jaybird, hey, what's up, your brother? Rashu, Randy, Tim, Dusty, Gitchy. Wow. I haven't seen you in a while either. Northside Hawk, come on in. You guys can help make it interesting. So anyway, it's a nice neighborhood. Walk in the house. Hey, Mike, what's the name of this town again? Town we live in. You live in? Huh? Oh, Springboro. We're in Springboro, Ohio. I'm live streaming, at least for a little bit. This is the. There we go. Yeah, because
I thought I'd come and keep you company. I didn't realize you were going to be on until I got just saw the notification.
Yeah, I just spur of the moment. Didn't think I was
A
going to
good
do
idea.
it. Didn't even bring my laptop.
Yeah.
But we're just relaxing, watching a little TV now. My niece. Let me turn this down. My nephew just comes out. He's autistic. Comes out. He turns the TV up, leaves. Comes back out, turns it up, leaves. But yeah, this is Springboro, Ohio. It's very nice here.
Mm-hmm.
And he's I don't even know what half of them are. This house is so big, you can go all day without running into each other.
Oh, that's all right.
Yeah. Yeah. A couple of kitchens, like 7 bedrooms. I don't know. It's just crazy. 6880 square feet, I guess he said.
Crikey.
Yeah. Well, he's got 4 kids.
Hmm.
He can afford it, so what the heck.
That's all right.
Warren, you were born in Xenia? I mean, Springboro. Yeah, he was in Xenia, and I never even saw the house in Beaver Creek, which really sucks. His retirement ceremony was the last time I was up here, and that was years ago from the Air Force. Because he spent 30 years. He was a command chief of NASIC,
Mm-hmm.
National Aerospace Intelligence Center. That's in Wright-Patterson Air Force Base
Oh, okay. Yeah.
in Dayton. Yeah, but where's the volume? Okay. But anyway, this is just kind of spur of the moment. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate it. Like I said, I thought I'd check in everybody. Apologize for not having the regular show. You know, now I got to apologize for sitting here learning how to use the phone app while I was going along. We can walk around
Yeah.
this municipal building of a house he has.
Yep.
Although I don't know. Like I said, she's got 3 autistic boys and a girl here. Speaking of which, Andrew, say hello to my friends.
Hello.
Hello. He's in Australia.
I'm in Australia.
Hey,
Hello.
3 Stooges. He likes 3 Stooges. Oh, now he's going to be quiet. It's too funny. Notice he just went over to turn the TV up. So kinds of stuff. Big kitchen here, big living room, stairway to all the bedrooms. It's a little dark in here. There's Michael. Hi, Michael.
Hello.
Hi, Michael. Say hi to my Andrew. What's going on? Say hi to my friend. That's Dominic. He's in Australia.
Hello.
Yeah. Say hi. Hi. He says hi. Mike's a sweetheart. He is. He's a good boy. Go out front door here. Wi-Fi should hold up pretty good. Say something in Australian. Yeah.
Yeah, good one, Warren.
I think we got a shrimp on a barbie.
Yeah.
I was thinking of Lon too, because he's a big Dodge Ram guy. Let's see how far I can get from the house before I lose my signal. But There's my brother's Dodge, brand new,
Nice.
a 25 RHO.
Nice.
Yeah, this is the ridiculous package. Loaded. It's got everything, including 500 and something horses and over 500 foot-pounds of torque. It does 0 to 60 in 4.4 seconds in a
Mm,
truck. So that's their Uber truck. So he's really into the Rams. So there you go. It's nice,
nice.
huh?
Yeah.
Got the big tires straight from the factory. It's got
Oh,
3,000
good.
miles on it now. Oh, there's the house.
Mm-hmm.
Front's deceiving. Just looks like a regular house.
Mm-hmm.
Not a nice house, but goes way back. Yeah. Yeah, this beast, pretty fast. It's ridiculous. By 4, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Hurricane. Oh, that's what the RHO, I guess, stands for. Hurricane High Output.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah, 3.06 twin turbo that puts out 540 horses, I guess. Ugh. But anyway, see, stay in the service.
Yep.
So, I mean, that's Katerina's car, the one that just graduated. He bought that.
Mm-hmm.
But this, I see his wife's got an Atlas in the garage, but she drives this thing,
Mm-hmm.
Ford Bronco. Got black on it.
Nice.
Got a 6-speed on the floor. Yeah, drives a stick. Furs this. This looks like fun. I'm gonna take this for a run tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, they want me to try their vehicles out. I don't know why. Like this one.
Oh, why not? Yeah. Oh, yeah.
The Mustang G. It's an 18, but it's a Mustang GT. Turn the light on. Let me turn the light on out here.
You gotta find the light.
Does that do it? No.
No, that didn't do it.
That. No.
No.
I don't know. I don't know how to turn the lights on out here. I don't live here. You know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But it's a GT with the high performance package on it.
Oh, great.
Yeah. So she's quick. I was thinking about selling it because they don't really drive it. It's just too many vehicles.
Yeah.
You know. I guess you like speed. My brother. Nice neighborhood though. You know. I tell you what, a conservative high school. They actually spent the time, during the. First of all, I heard God and like that in some of the commencement,
Mm-hmm.
and they did the national anthem and the Pledge of Allegiance,
Oh, great.
and they made a special point that all the guys that were joining the service straight out of high school, and they were going to continue their education with the service and like that, and made them all stand up, and everybody stood up and applauded.
Awesome.
So this is Uber Red country.
Good.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. The boys actually wore blue and the girls wore white. That's the school colors. But so it's thinking, what kind of trouble could that cause? You know what
Yeah.
I mean? What about those who are not sure or are sure that
Mm.
they're not, or
Yep.
theys? What do they get? Purple?
Mm.
But
Probably.
I guess it's not a problem in this school. Yeah, I'll show the picture. You'll be amazed that they University of Dayton apparently just during COVID, their basketball team was on a part of. It's not that big a school. It's big enough, but they were going to go to nationals, and then COVID shut everything down on them.
Bugger.
Might have been the girls' basketball. I'm not sure, but it's a nice arena. Big old jumbotron. Well, you could, which helped, when you were taking pictures, you could just get a close up of her getting a diploma, and you can get it right from the jumbotron.
Oh, good.
I think that's what they call that thing that hangs down in the middle.
Mm.
Oh yeah, there's the other car. But anyway, so how you doing, Don?
Yeah, I'm all right. Yeah, autumn has finally struck here, and the weather has gotten a little bit gloomy, and the temperature's lowering a bit. But yeah, it's a temporary thing.
Hey, you want to see? There's another floor down here. I mean, first of all, there's the upstairs. I'm gonna go
Mhm.
downstairs. Yeah. Ground level. Ground level in the back, actually. It's kind of a basement, I guess. Yeah, got a lot of room here. Two of the
A
boys live
pool
here.
table.
He works out a lot. My brother, he's still into the lifting thing. Pool table, bedroom, other bedroom. I guess there's more than 7. Got another kitchen down here. That sound is coming from the refrigerator. TV room down here in the back patio. Tell you what, for a refrigerator, it has pretty nice sound.
Mm.
Hey, Nico. That's my other nephew. He's in the tub. He likes being in the tub for some reason. Oh, walking. Bathrooms all over the place. Staircase, entranceway. Nice house. A lot of wood.
Mm.
I'm going to show you the bedroom on the first floor. Bedrooms. You got some more up here. There, here. This is where I'm staying. My own bathroom. But anyway, that's what I'm doing.
Mm.
Tomorrow we're going to a celebratory dinner for Katerina.
Great.
I lost my bake, by the way. This is what you get for cheating. I pulled it out in the bathroom. Palm Beach International in the bathroom, in a stall, just to do a quick little ghost vape. Breaking the law. So guess what I did? I left it in the bathroom. It
Mm.
kind of sucks. It's like leaving $100 bill on the floor. That's it for now. A couple of fireplaces. I don't know if you can see that. It's dark in here. Got the marble fireplace there.
Yep.
Fireplace there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But this is my favorite out here because it's Ohio and it's not 70% humidity. My
Mm.
wife said she went out
That's
to the
good.
car today. The car told her it was 106 degrees.
Wowzers.
A grand entrance. Yeah, it's nice. come? I can't see more. There's us. Yeah, I guess the other guys aren't joining.
Hmm.
Oh, now it's back. Who said that? Oh, you're welcome, Brenda. There. Yeah. Yeah, you're welcome. Let's see. What can I share? Camera. Oh, full video. Image. Could share an image. Oh, all right. Let's share an image. There. There they are. Wait.
Hello, Ed.
It's uploading. Can you see it?
No, all I'm seeing is uploading,
Yeah.
processing,
There it is.
and there it is. Okay.
That's my niece is in the middle, obviously, and that's my sister-in-law on the right, and Rita, and my brother.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
Let's see. What else can I show? I'll show you what it looked like inside. Please don't turn it up. Thank you. So you're gonna do it anyway. Oh. All right. You're gonna miss me. Appreciate that, brother. You shared thing. People. I'm online with my friends. Can you please turn that down? They can hear. Thank you. I guess this one will do. This is a graduation ceremony.
Ah, a lot of people there, so that's a good turnout.
Oh, they filled it up.
That's good.
Yeah. Yeah, they did. I wonder where the other guys are. Did Art
Yeah.
go live?
No, Art didn't because he said he was going to something else.
Oh.
So I mentioned it to him yesterday, and he said, "You're going to go live. There's an opening," and he
Yeah,
didn't.
I figured he might.
He had I think he was going to some sort of party or something.
Okay. I turned it down. He's gonna come out and turn it back up again. Andrew, please don't. Please don't. My friends can't hear me. I can't hear them is what the problem is, Andrew, because my phone is not very loud. And I want to hear Dominic because he's a good guy.
Yeah.
There he is.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, we got a hello.
He's a happy kid. Three Stooges. Come on, jeez. Oh, Larry, I don't want to die. There's no future in it. Here, fix it. Here. Pull your pants up. uh, he's a good boy. They're all good. Art is having a fiasco? What does that mean? What else is in here?
Yeah, what the hell? London Art. What the hell?
Where is he?
No, he's not in the. He's only in the chat.
Oh. Hold on, hit the link.
Yeah, hit the link. Come and join us.
Yeah. Yeah. You missed it. I showed my brother's 25 Dodge Ram RHO. It's got the whatever package. It's got everything. Everything. He said they're hard to get. The only reason you got that is whoever ordered it. He ordered this. I think either couldn't pay for it or something happened. So I said, I'll take it. 90 something thousand. It's a beaut. It's got every gadget and do-jigger known to man inside there.
But I think the one thing with modern cars that I do like is the reversing camera and the, for want of a better word, obstacle avoidance. The sensors on there would tells you how close you are to the car in front of you. That's one thing that I find fascinating.
Now, it's got all that stuff. Even the passenger has a screen that they can control. They can control them. They got a side screen that has all kinds of, I don't know. He's got 3,000 miles on it. He hasn't even figured all of it out yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Packed with technology.
Hmm?
Packed with technology.
Oh, it's ridiculous. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the nice seats, the leather seats, the RES seats, whatever. I mean, it just had everything. Of course, I got a massage from the seat. Air, of course, cooled and heated. That's no big deal. But massage was weird. It starts down at your bottom, you know. I think it was sticking something up your butt. Then it works its way up your back and then back down again.
Yeah.
On and on, and how he likes the Fords, but Dodge has it dialed in. The interior's quiet, blah blah. And he's owned new Fords too, you know. Pretty recently. And that's his preference.
Yeah, we all have a bit of a brand loyalty to
they like
various.
They say it's fun. They've had it since they first came out, and it's had no problems with it. So
fascinating.
Of course, he likes the Mustang too.
Yeah. There's Lon.
Hi, Lon.
Hello.
Hey, did you get a happy ending? I just came out to say that. All right, have a good night. Yeah, I'm marrying my truck. That's it. I'm done. I'm marrying my truck. You know, it's over, honey. I want a divorce. I'm marrying
that close.
It's the best. It's the best ejaculation I've ever had. That's it. I'm out. Deuces, bitches. I'm marrying my truck.
Why are you marrying? Why are you marrying your truck?
No, because it gives you a massage that starts at your ass. It starts at your ass. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. That should be on the window sticker, for God's sakes. The hell with all the rest of that stuff. Driver's side airbags. Who gives a shit? This bad boy will give you a massage that makes you nut. You know what I'm saying? Now, there's an extra I'd pay for. Does that come
Yeah.
with a Sun and Fun package, or is that part of the the driver accessibility package? I mean, which package is that?
I don't know.
I'm guessing the Sun and Fun. It's the same one that comes with the sunroof.
No, these are nice.
You know?
My family all their brand
Yeah.
new vehicles. You know, I don't know.
Hey,
It's
nice
fast,
little
man.
massage, huh? Boop.
That already showed this.
Oh.
Showed the 0 in 4.4 seconds.
Yeah, I went 0 to 100 in 2.3 seconds after I hit that massage button. I'm just saying. It's like put a lump in the seat in the exact right place. Little lump, you know how those lumbar supports, when you adjust them, they bring into your sides, or they go, they come into your back a little bit. The lumbar support in the seats.
Yeah.
Like you just put another one and it has a big lump that comes up the middle of the seat. And then you just hit the vibrate function and you'll be all set.
I didn't really play with it. He was just showing it to me. It was good.
Oh yeah, honey, why'd you name your truck Bianca? Oh,
Huh?
No, honey, why'd you name your truck Bianca? No reason.
No reason.
No reason.
Yeah, so I thought of you when I
Don't worry
saw-
about it.
When he pulled up with the Dodge, I thought of you.
Oh shucks.
Yeah, so I know you like him.
No, I like my Challenger, and that's about it. I don't really have any use for any other Dodge product, to be honest with you. I have a brand new F-250 of 2025 F-250 I use for work. So, yeah.
Hmm.
How about them drones, huh?
Yeah.
It's an awful-
After your very thrilling story yesterday.
Oh
must
God,
say
I'm
that
not
was
telling it
very-
again. It was very short and to the point.
Well, it's not just
Should have
fast,
just driven up
it's
there.
meant for off-road. You know, it's got the oversized tires and all that stuff. Straight from the factory.
I should have went and got it.
Hmm.
You know, the thing that slowed me down was with the tariffs. It looks like the tariffs are going to be knocked down from 145 to like 30. So the prices around here are going to get ridiculously cheap if it goes through that way. You know what I mean? I don't know
Yeah,
if it's going to go through that way, but if it does,
It's
Go
actually
ahead.
10 on a lot of things, actually.
from China,
That 20 is geared towards keeping keeping that drug out of our, what the hell is it? Keeping that
fentanyl.
Yeah, fentanyl out of the country.
Well, I
It's
don't
not
know,
just
but
that, they're dropping barriers. It's not just the percentage, it's the barriers, the inability to bring things in because they put these ridiculous barriers on things. That's what Britain did. You know, they dropped these agricultural barriers. There's
oh, you're talking about our products getting to there. I don't care about that. I'm talking about us getting stuff here. I'm not trying to sell shit in China. I don't give a shit if we can sell shit in China or not.
They have to win a little bit too, you know. So whatever.
Oh no, I agree with it. I'm just saying I don't care. It doesn't directly affect me, so I just
These stooges.
yeah. Yeah.
My friend Lon.
Yeah. I'm Rufus. I'm the third stooge, Rufus. The fourth stooge. Larry, Curly, Moe, and Rufus. No. Larry, Curly, Moe, and Tyrone. What?
But does he, it's
Nyok my ass, bitch.
no scooter.
No scooter.
No.
No. No, I'm just saying I'll be surprised that it'll be nice if from going from 145 to 30 is going to be, you know what I mean? That's a part of the reason why I held off on going to get it. If you didn't hear the story, I swear to God, bought one in Canada, was going to go get it. It got screwed up, ended up not going to get it. It's $35.50 for the Creator combo in Canada. You know what I mean? It's $4,600 here once you can get it. As they're pre-orders, they're pre-ordering it at $4,600. So that's over it's like $1,000 more, right? So I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna sit on it and wait to see what happens. That's where I'm at right now. I'm gonna sit on
Now, is
it,
that
wait to
Canadian
see what
dollars
happens.
or is that American dollars?
No, that's USD. I was buying it through my DJI account, so they already converted it to US dollars and everything. I was using PayPal, so they already converted it to dollars. They'll give me $1, almost $1.40 Canadian to every American dollar. So it was $35.49 or something like that to get it in Canada.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And it's
But is Canada gonna
4,600
throw
here.
some kind of VAT tax on it?
Yeah, then that's the only bad thing about Canada. Then they hit you for like, I don't know what it is, but it was like 400 and some bucks for taxes on it. On 3,500, 3,550 or whatever, there was a 400 and some dollar tax. Still came in way cheaper than us, right?
Right.
You know, still way cheaper than us. So
Well,
it
that's
was
one
like
of the things that they're
4,300
negotiating
with Care
away
Refresh.
is some of those VAT taxes.
Mm-mm-mm. Regardless, though, I mean, some states here in the U.S. have a 10% sales tax too. So, because that's like 12%, I think. I'm not going to do the math right now, but that's 12 or 13%, I would think. 3,500 with a $400 tax. That's what, 14%, something like that. 10% would be, you know, obviously 350. So they hit me for 400 and something. So it would have, you know, that's 13, 14%, let's say, you know. Regardless, still way cheaper than us with the tariffs and everything.
Yeah, I remember
So,
Jersey had it. Not only did they have like a 10% sales tax, they also had like a 10 or 12%, I think a 10% income tax. And they had
yeah,
what they called the tax revolt. I remember my
yeah.
grandfather having that sticker on the back of his car, tax revolt, whatever that means. But they cut them down, they cut them back, which shows they could have done it with they could have done without the money to begin with. You know, it's such crap.
It is. It really is.
Australia has dollars, Warren.
Yeah, Warren.
Yeah.
Australia has dollars. They're at about $1.50 to American dollar too.
Yeah. Yeah, as I said, the creator combo here is 53.59.
Yeah.
And that's without a
Did you
tariff.
see the picture of the arena lawn that I showed?
The arena?
Yeah, where they had the graduation ceremony.
No.
And they had their high school. I'm here for my niece's graduation from high school.
I heard about that. I didn't think you were going live. I was getting ready to walk out the door. I had no idea you were going live.
I wasn't gonna. I just spurred them. I said, you know what? Why not? 20 after 8. I was like, well, I'm already late. Let's check in and see what happens. But because we're just chilling now, so why not? You know, we're just watching TV.
Mm-hmm.
Tomorrow night we have a dinner, some fancy place. I don't know. People coming, but I got the whole day tomorrow, so I'm gonna take the Bronco out for a spin. We might. He wants to take the doors and the roof off and go for a little fun ride with that. And then maybe I'll take that Mustang out. He wants me. I'm not crazy about driving other people's vehicles. Even I know it's my brother, but it just you know, it's not that I'm going to do something stupid, you know, but somebody else might, you know, and then I'll feel responsible, you know.
Yep. Yeah, I know that feeling. I maybe flew 2 batteries through the Mavic 4 Pro when I was with Billy, maybe 3, because I'm just like, yeah. You know what I mean? I just don't like flying. Then I was flying his Air 3S all over the place, though. But I didn't want to fly that Mavic 4 Pro anymore, and I had to.
I brought the Air 3S with me. I've flown it a few times here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Still liking it.
The neighborhood a little bit, you know. That's all. Flying from the driveway, showing the boys. I thought they'd get a kick out of it. And I mean, they're scared of small animals, so it's like a bird flying towards them. You know what I mean? And Michael, the oldest, he didn't care. Stood there. He was cool. Andrew, the one that was just out here, he went right back in the house. So then he got anywhere near us, I go, okay. Ran right back in the house. Couldn't even be bothered to come out.
He's like deuces.
But,
no, that's cool. I had no idea you were going to Ohio.
I didn't either. Again, I bought my tickets. When did I buy them? Sunday, Tuesday. I bought them on the 15th. Is that sound right? Yeah. They weren't bad. Round trip, $330.
For both of you?
Yeah. No. It's just me.
Oh.
Yeah. No, my wife, she won't go anywhere. Shit. What do I got to go there if I have to work, make money? Okay, you do that. All right. But she got me ready though. Packed my bags, got my clothes ready. Bought a gift for Katerina.
Jesus. I'm just going to go. You know what? I don't know where Art is. He was talking to me about his property and they were going to foreclose. Remember that story?
Mm-hmm.
And well, he was talking about it on air anyway. And I don't know, Bill. Oh, you already got a Filipino wife. Hey, Dom, what do you think? Go to the Philippines real quick and get us a wife? Get us some wives, man?
Yeah, get a couple of mail orders. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I tell you what, man. But then again, they used to talk about Korean women like that too. And even Ukrainian, European women. I remember we used to talk about European women like
Yeah,
that. You
European
marry a
women.
European
I'll take
woman.
you with those.
Yeah, they used to say, "Oh, you get a European wife, it'll be old fashioned, this, that, and the other."
Yeah, I'll get a 6-pack of those.
Yeah, exactly. I'm waiting for those Ukrainians to come on the market, quite frankly, because that'll be the next one.
Yeah.
On the like their commodity.
Well, that's about the size of it, man. You ever see those Russian wife news sites or websites that used to be out there? I don't know if they're still around, but it was heavy there for a while where they were trying to pawn off Russian women on American guys. Hard for a while there. So
There's my niece up on the jumbo, whatever.
Okay.
They call that thing. Jumbotron, whatever they call that.
Yeah. I thought you were like a big Black Cat fan or something for a minute there. I was like,
They're the Panthers.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Wakanda forever.
Yeah.
Bombay.
It's a really, really conservative area. I was saying they did a prayer. They did
First lady.
We not only did the start, the national anthem. We also did the Pledge of Allegiance. The whole audience.
Yeah.
So it's a real concern. And they did a thing for all the guys that were joining the service right from high school, and made them all stand.
Oh wow.
And the whole audience did a standing ovation for them.
Oh wow.
But you know what? Wright-Patterson Air Force Base is like a stone throw away, so I guess it's a pretty common thing.
It's an interesting thing to say that's a conservative mindset. As if liberals couldn't be patriotic like that. And I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm saying it's an interesting mindset, though. It's an interesting that people accept it. You said it. No, I don't think anyone would argue with you. Not even the staunchest liberal. I don't think they would argue with you. They'd be like, "Yeah, you're absolutely right. That's the conservative area, all right." You know what I'm saying?
See, it makes you upload it a second time, even though I already showed it. This is the.
Are you doing it from your phone?
This is a shot of the crowd. We'll get there eventually.
Okay. We're getting ready to see a bunch of white people. I have a feeling.
No, well, there's definitely a lot of white people, but there's all over the place.
I'm just kidding, man. Big old CEO white.
I saw this one name that must have been 18, 19 letters, the last name. It's like Ramahaja Hepage. It's like, you know what you get?
Oh, they don't count, man. Didn't you know that?
Spell her last name.
Yeah. They don't count, man. They don't count.
Yeah, it is.
They don't count Asians or.
It is a Catholic university.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Look at this.
Hello.
Graduation.
Yeah, there ain't a bottle of Red Hot in a single cupboard at any of those houses.
That's not.
All the dads are at home. They all got 700 plus credit scores. No warrants for their arrest.
I'll upload my videos so you can see what the neighborhood looks like here. It's on a golf. This is a golf course.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
If you like golf, that's cool, but 14% tax, thanks 204. I thought it was something like that.
He didn't buy it for the golf. He liked the house, you know.
Oh, no. We have a lot of that here too. A lot of golf courses and houses on golf courses. A big thing. It was a big thing like 20 years ago. It was a really big thing like 20 years ago. Everyone and their brother wanted to buy a house on a golf course. So
Took a few shots. Let me see. Yeah, why not? Uploading.
that's interesting. Can you just wait until it's uploaded before you switch to it, or not really?
No, I tried to. There's a choice where you can preview, and I selected that, and all it did was show me the photo. You know, I mean,
Got you. That's interesting.
It would have been nice if there was an
Yeah.
upload. You know,
Or you could put it like a check or a Q if for Dominic.
Yeah. Well, there might be. I don't know. This is the first time I've done it. I'm reaching for my cell phone. You know.
Yeah. Yes, sir. You got any mayonnaise, bro? Pardon me, sir. Do you have any mayonnaise on you? Well, I certainly do, sir. I do have some mayonnaise. Oh, awesome. May I borrow some for my croissant? Well, I certainly can, sir.
Well, I don't know. This is a fairly ethic house here. I mean, his wife's from
I'm
Greece.
joking, dude. I'm totally
Greece,
kidding.
You'd be surprised at stuff.
None of the daughters are pregnant. No, I'm just kidding. None of the girls accepted their certificates are 8 months pregnant. There won't be any shootings out front after the ceremony's over. Yeah, all that privilege. Just kidding.
He earned every bit of it.
Nah, I guarantee most people, I'd say 99.9% of the people that have things earned them. That's my honest opinion. Or somebody earned it. You know, that even if it was their parents, even if it was their grandparents, somebody earned it.
Yeah.
Very few people just fall into money. You know what I mean?
Right. No,
Or success. Very rarely do people just fall into success.
Country, so
Yeah.
you know, he
Yeah.
retired as the command chief of NASIC,
Oh wow, that's kind of cool.
National Aerospace Intelligence. He was the first command chief actually that they had, and responsible for 3,000 people basically, not just military, scientists, whatever. NASIC's pretty important. Somebody
What does that stand for? National Strategic? No. National. I don't know. What does it stand for?
Air and Space Intelligence Center. It's at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base. You know, where they allegedly brought the aliens from. I'm hitting this by mistake.
Yeah, I'm not talking about our first lady. She was a mail order. He went and picked her up from a lineup. He didn't. It was a mail order. Trump picked her up from a lineup. Yes, I'll take that one. She's huge.
Yeah.
She's the best. Some say the best ever.
Well, because of his position and his TS clearances, which he already had when he was in Germany. Because he was where was he? He was in Mannheim, then he was in
Oh yeah.
he was in I don't name them. There's like 3 of them.
Stuttgart.
He was there. No.
If you're talking about Air Force bases, at Stuttgart, Mannheim, or not Kaiserslautern. Ramstein. Thank you very much.
I'm just going to say Ramstein.
Yep, you got Ramstein, Stuttgart, and Mannheim. Yep.
He was there, and he was in the IG office there, so he made a lot of contacts, generals and this and that. So they scooped him up for these companies doing contracts, defense contracting like that. So he runs to whatever branch of the company he works for now up here, and he does okay.
Yeah, he's doing all right, yo.
Yeah. He's
Good for him. Yeah. Work hard, enjoy your efforts. That's what I say.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm glad.
Me and
I mean,
Dominic are super
the
lazy.
school
Yeah.
recognizing these guys going into the service. You know, there's schools that would be ashamed of that. You know, or embarrassed by that. But
Yeah.
not here.
Right. Yeah. At our high school, they acknowledged all the guys that weren't going to jail, and I didn't have anybody knocked up yet. So yeah. Yeah.
And all the virgins, please stand up.
Crickets.
Who said stand up?
Crickets.
Oh, nobody. All right,
One
never
or two
mind.
of the teachers, maybe.
Mm.
Yeah.
But anyway, well, like you said, he's trying to make as much money as he can, put it away for the boys for the future. You know, because someday they're gonna have to be taken care of. So,
Mm-hmm.
you know, I mean, my wife and I are actually named in the will to take care of the boys. God forbid something happened. But I'm old. You know, I'm the oldest, so that's that may not work out. You know,
Mm.
Well, how old are they?
the kids.
Huh?
Michael, I think, is 22, 23. Andrew, that was just out there, he's 19.
Uh,
Uh, and Nicholas is in between the two of them, so he's probably 20, 21, 21.
okay.
And then Katerina graduated, but she's 17.
None of them need any taking care of. Then
Huh?
none of them need any taking care of. What do you mean?
Sure they do. They're all autistic.
Oh, like super
The
duper
boys are
autistic.
autistic. Yeah, not the
Ah.
daughter. Actually, the daughter was she was a STEM student. She got accepted into STEM, and she was going to them. But my brother got sick and tired of them because although it's science, technology, engineering, and math. And you have to
Right.
qualify to get in it, and she did.
Mhm.
And she liked it, but he didn't like the left wing policy, the politics that they were doing. They were actually bringing in people to do speeches on being sensitive to the trans community, and they were going down that road. And he pulled her out.
Mm.
The
Well, it's
rules
his
allow
right to do that as a
it.
parent. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's
No,
unfortunate though, because I think that politics aside, that's a very good field to be in. And no offense to women, but especially if you're a woman, because there's a big push to get more women into the STEM, the STEM
Yeah.
field. So she would have a lot of opportunities in front of her for that very reason. You know what I mean? Which is positive or negative. You can look at it however you want, but it's like black people getting into college, it's just one of those things, you got to use what you have. And quite frankly,
Yeah, but I don't understand science, technology, engineering, and math. What's that got to do with this other crap that they were trying to foist on these kids?
oh, if you're talking about transgender stuff, I don't know. As far as the not the sexist
It
part, but
wasn't just that. There was other things. He rattled off a bunch of stuff, and
oh,
they would actually
I imagine.
send an email out and ask if he would whether or not he wanted her to be. They kept no, 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 but it didn't matter. They bring him in anyway, and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
that was it.
No, it is what it is.
I
I'm
don't.
just saying that it's a leg up, and you got to take whatever you can get. You know what I mean, in this world,
Well, she got into a good.
I would take advantage of it.
She got accepted into a bunch of good schools, and she actually took. I think it's called Wright University.
Oh,
That's what she picked because it had the courses she wanted. I think she graduated. She's
well, there you go.
4.3 something. So she can do
Huh?
what she wants.
How do you get over 4.0?
They give you extra credit for all kinds of stuff. You know,
Well, that's new.
she's
That's pretty cool.
no, it's not. It's not new. They've been doing that a while. They give
I wouldn't know.
extracurricular classes, and I don't know. She had the tassels on for being on the honor, some kind of honors diploma or something that she got.
Yeah, she probably got honor society. I was in the honor society. If that's still a thing.
There is that, but she wasn't in. She told me what it was. I don't know. So I never qualified for that shit. Lucky I
Yeah.
showed up.
Yeah, I know, right? I was a smart kid, but I wasn't very. I didn't have a lot of
That's the
application.
problem.
You know what I
If you're
mean?
smart, you can get by with showing up at the last minute. I used to,
Mhm.
I owe an essay and I'd write it an hour before class and I'd get a decent grade because it was okay.
Mhm.
If you put in half effort, you get half effort grades. You know.
Yeah, I never studied for tests or anything like that. But regardless, a little. If I would apply it myself, who knows? So good for her. That's what I'm saying. That she's
Good night, Brenda.
applied herself.
Good
So
night, Brenda.
good night, Brenda.
She'll be fine.
Oh, I'm sure she will. Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Boy, it's nice sitting out here without it. My wife said she got in the car today, and the car said it was 106 degrees.
Oh yeah. It's like what,
Well, it's
50, 60
flat. It's
degrees
flat,
right
and
now,
I'm
right?
sitting in the driveway. What?
Yeah, yeah. It's like 50, 60 degrees. It's probably 50 degrees there now, right? 50, maybe 60.
I don't think it's that. It was 76 today.
It's kind of
It's
cold
not
here
bad
right
that
now.
far. I'm sitting. I'm sitting outside basically. This is screened-in porch. I'm very comfortable.
Yeah. Yeah.
And there's no oppressive humidity. You know.
Oh yeah. That's nice.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I always wondered that too. How do you get above a 4.0? But that's what they say. You get you get added into your GPA or certain things.
Mhm.
I don't know about revised. I don't know. Whatever.
It'd have to be, though. I couldn't get
She's
over a
all A's.
4.0
Like
when I
she
was
never
in
had
school.
like all her grades have been A's all through high school. But I guess I don't know.
Yeah. It's just interesting. That's all. I don't doubt it. Don't get me wrong. Our credit system was weird. I had a shit ton of credits. I could have graduated from high school after my sophomore year, other than one or two, what do they call
Courses that
those?
you have to take every year
Yeah, I
anyway.
had to
Because
take in
at the end of
junior
the
year.
exam,
If I didn't have to, yep. I had two courses I had to take in my junior year, and then I was done because I had enough credits to graduate after my sophomore year. It didn't make any sense.
well, I screwed up freshman year. I discovered that if my drug-soaked mother, if I didn't bring my report cards home, she didn't notice. So
All right.
so because of that, I was a little behind. But I got caught up, and then by my senior year, I was out by 12 o'clock in the afternoon.
Mm,
Because I had to take gym, I had to take something else, I forget.
mm,
And I think I took 3 courses, and then I jumped in my car and I went to work. I had my little job after work. I was
no.
a little paint and wallpaper in West Milford, New Jersey, if that means anything to
Mm.
anybody.
No, I went to junior college my senior year. I showed up at high school and they had a bus that picked me up and took me to JC. So
Yeah. Yeah.
still so Don was gluing carpet all tonight, all evening. The bug, that buggy. You think that buggy would get? Don't they have snow and stuff where he lives in the winter?
Oh yeah.
See, that's when that would get done if it was me. I mean, like my motorcycle. I worked on my motorcycle all winter long. So come springtime, I could jump on it and drive away. You know what I mean? Because there's nothing better to do all winter. Might as well work on my bike, right? I'm just surprised he didn't have it all whipped into shape over the winter. Don, what you do all winter, buddy? Hmm, hmm, hmm?
Are you seeing something pinned at the top of the chat?
No. You had a comment pin just a minute ago. Oh, it's coming up on my tablet. Thanks, Uncle Bill, for sharing your trip. You pinned that for a
I didn't
second.
mean to do that.
Thanks, Uncle Bill, for
Undo it.
sharing your
All
trip.
right.
Now it's up again. Now it's gone.
There we go.
Hmm.
It's very touchy doing this on a phone.
I can
You
imagine.
don't have a lot of room to work.
Mm-hmm.
Gluing
Ha! He's a carpet chewer, carpet muncher.
Warren's always ready with the quip.
Warren. Oh, so pithy. So pithy. So,
Iffy.
as you know, the Mavic 4 came out. And yeah, it's a pretty nice little drone, man. That controller's awesome. So it'll be interesting once they start selling them here. You know, it's going to be very interesting. A lot of guys ran out and got them early. That's another reason why I kind of held off. I'm not saying those guys are wrong because it's their money, but there was talk of guys like buying them and then selling them off for like $8,000 and whatnot. There was talk about, I won't name any names, but somebody was talking about selling theirs for like $10,000, trying to say they could get $10,000 for theirs. Somebody offered them $10,000 for the Mavic 4 Pro. I'm like, you're kidding me. And I think they all ran out and got them. And I think they won't be sorry because I wouldn't be sorry either, you know. But I think in a month or so, if things go the way that it looks like it's going to go, they're going to be sub $4,000 for that Creator combo. You're going to, you know, we'll spend at least $1,000 too much for the drone. You know what I mean? Plus, the warranty, I talked to DJI at length about it. And everybody's got an opinion, but here's what DJI said. That if you, let's say you're in Canada on vacation and you forget your action camera, so you dance into a Best Buy in Canada and you buy an Action 5 Pro, right? And I asked him, I said, so then you go home and your Action 5 Pro, your warranty's just garbage? They go, well, no. But you'd have to show proof of purchase or whatever, just like you would any other time. And if once you got home, you could buy Care Refresh. Care Refresh is something you have to buy in your home country, or your home country. But the warranty itself, because I was like, how ridiculous would that be if you bought a product while you're on vacation, then you get home and the international company tells you to fuck off. You know what I mean? Once you got home. That would be like, what? You know what I mean? That would be like, wait a minute, what? So everybody's saying that, and I'm not, you know, whatever. I think they're wrong, personally.
I flew into Dayton, by the way, Acaraccio.
Dayton, where they make all the carpet.
Hmm.
Huh?
That's why he's carpet munching. Oh, wait a minute. That's Don. Never mind.
This is actually where I flew. I actually flew out of Palm Beach into Dayton.
Ooh,
Oh, it was very
Palm
convenient.
Beach.
Because I
No
checked it
shit.
out, and it was just, I checked Orlando, thinking I might
Ugh.
be able to get a better deal, and I didn't. It was the exact same pricing.
Stop
And,
it, really?
Yeah, then I tried to fly into Cincinnati, thinking it's a bigger airport. Maybe I get, and it was twice as much money. So apparently there was nothing reasonable left, you know.
Well,
And
it's the
again,
landing fees too.
considering last second purchase, I thought I ended up, and I wasted my money because I bought that insurance, you know,
Oh God. Yeah.
$26. And I didn't
Oh,
really
that's not so bad though. Is it both ways?
Yeah.
Or just one way? So it's like $52?
No, it was 26.
Oh, just 26 total? That's not as bad. It's a lot of times they're a lot worse than that. Like if you cancel insurance, that stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah, yeah.
there's certain conditions. If the trip gets canceled for whatever, some kind of emergency or whatever, you know, I don't know. It just I don't know if it was worth it or not, but it kept trying to sell it to me every time I went to a new page. It's like fine, leave me alone. $26. Here you go.
Who'd you fly with?
On the way out, I used Travelocity, so they just picked whatever the best was. And on the way out, it was American, and on the way back, it'll be Delta.
Gotcha. And it's a nonstop?
No.
Layovers?
Yeah.
Hate layovers.
Yeah.
I hate, you know, the layovers I hate the worst is the ones where you get off one plane, you got to cross the fucking airport to get on your
That
connector.
happened to me in
God, I
Charlotte,
hate those.
and I didn't realize how fucking big Charlotte really is, man. Because we landed at C-15, so you got to walk all the way down that, which isn't that bad. 15, you know, you're only about you're not even halfway down. But then you had to cross the center of the airport, and then it seemed like more. You know, you just had it was going and going until I got to E-41 all the way down.
Woo!
I mean, I swear to God, it was a mile.
At least you'd have to take a tram. I hate that too. Like in Newark, we got to take the tram around. Oh.
I would have preferred a tram instead
Or
of dragging
hair.
my ass through that airport all that far, you know. But I had plenty of
Yeah, I
time.
know, but that
So
tram
that's
gives
why I
me
like it. I
the
like an hour
willies.
and a half layover. You know, I
Mm.
do.
Well, you got to
it was
have
a
at
good
least that
example.
long. If it's less than that, you might not make it.
I wasn't going to run. That's for sure.
Yeah, this girl from work just got back from Mexico, and she had a 7-hour layover. 7 fucking hours, man.
No,
I don't even want to discuss 7 fucking hours of
No.
layover.
no, hour and a half
Oh,
was good because you know what I did? I had a beer. You know what I mean?
yeah.
I went over. Actually, I had two. I had a couple of beers and relaxed a little bit.
Hey,
It
smooth
was
balls.
plenty of time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember Charlotte was like
Yeah.
one of the last airports that you couldn't smoke in the airport anymore. Back when I used to smoke, it was like one of the last.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
because it's Charlotte. It's North Carolina. You know.
Oh, yeah. Tobacco country.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's flavor
And
country,
you couldn't
baby.
walk around with a cigarette, but the bar in it, you were able to have a cigarette at the bar
Mm.
once you were through. So
Yeah, the
not
bars
anymore.
here are the last places you could smoke here. The
Yeah.
bars.
Not
They
anymore.
have special licenses.
You can't even vape in the airport. And I learned my
Well,
lesson
no
when I was
offense,
in
but
Palm, when I
that's
was in
almost
Palm
worse.
Beach. I got there way too early because I'm dyslexic. I thought my flight was 11:15. It was at 11:51. So I had all
Yeah.
this extra time when I got there. So I had to change myself, as I have to do on occasion. So while I was in the bathroom, I snuck the vape out in the stall and did a little ghost vape. Just
Yeah.
I didn't puff any clouds or anything. Just a little whiff of nicotine. And it's weird. It almost like a window ledge, up in the top, and I put the thing up there, and that's where it sat. And I left my vape in Palm Beach.
Oh no! Did
Doesn't
you go
sound like
back
a
and get
big
it?
deal, but that's like throwing away 120 bucks between the batteries and everything else.
So you went and got it, right?
No, I didn't realize until I landed here.
Oh,
You
did you
can't vape
check
or
when you got
smoke
back?
in any of the airports, so I didn't even realize I left it there
I know.
until
Did
I
you
landed
check
in
when you got
Ohio.
back?
Huh?
Did you check when you got back? Did you check the bathroom when you got back?
I'm still
Oh,
in
you're not
Ohio.
back yet. When you get back, check the lost and found. They might have it.
It's not gonna be. I think they might clean over the 4 days or 3 days over the weekend. They may clean the bathroom.
Yeah. No, don't count
I'll
on
take
it.
a look. We went to a vape shop and I had to buy another one. So
Yeah.
this was good. Actually, this was a good deal. This was only $55. That's not bad. It was at all.
That's not bad at all.
No, that didn't count. That didn't count the batteries. It ended up being $80, but still.
$80. Whew.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah. Rope is cheaper.
It's almost a case of
Hey,
cigarettes.
Sam.
A carton of cigarettes are almost $80 now, or they are $80 now. So,
Yeah, that's fair.
not a big deal. And this is the Smock is a common brand. I mean, you could buy the coils for these things anywhere. And I was starting to have trouble finding a coil. I was going to have to start ordering them online because that one was getting old. So it was probably time. But the
That
thing
sounds like a good
is the
justification.
mod, the battery mod on it. I mean, that's screw the tank. The tank you could buy for $20-$30 or less. But
You and Dom, look at you. A couple of steam trains.
Yeah.
A couple of locomotives over there. A couple of locomotives. Yeah, vaping in public, man. I'm sorry, but that's one of them that I can't argue against because not necessarily you guys. I'll cut you guys a break. You're not going to be one of those guys that be sitting there. Poof. Some of these guys, man, it look like a goddamn fog generator or something like Fleetwood Mac.
There are certain
comes on the
places where
stage.
we can't do it, but
yeah, we're nowhere near
mostly.
Sarasota, by the way.
Yeah. No, some of these vapes, it looks like Fleetwood Mac's getting ready to come on the stage or something.
Yeah, no,
it's like a fog machine and shit. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
I try not to do that.
It's all blueberry smelling or whatever the fuck. You know what I mean? I don't want to smell that.
Hey,
I almost prefer cigarette smoke.
Or one of you, do me a favor. Look at the map. How far is Sarasota from from like Port St. Lucie or whatever. It's a pretty good distance.
Sarasota's like middle of the state, isn't it?
I don't know. I think it's up north.
Yeah, it's like in the Panhandle or something.
Or is it? Or
I mean,
is
isn't
it the
Sar-
west coast? The left coast. I don't know.
Okay, so my first guess is wrong. I thought it was towards Panama City or something like that.
I think it's the west coast. It's a good distance from where I'm at. I'm on the east coast.
Yeah, there it is. You're right.
Google
It's on the
Maps
west
has
coast
it
by
at 3
Tampa.
hours.
The west coast.
Yeah.
What?
It's just south of Tampa.
Mm.
Oh shit! Yeah, that's at least 3 hours away from me.
It says 3 hours
But-
on the Google Maps.
Yeah.
But in his defense, it's directly across from you.
Yeah.
I mean, literally, you just,
Travel west. Yeah.
yeah. You get on the first freeway going west, and you just drive. It looks like.
But Dom, it
Yeah.
shows 3 hours.
It says 2 hours 49.
Yeah, you get on 70 and head right there, basically.
151 miles.
Okay.
But it's the exact opposite of the state. You're right about that. But it looks
Yeah.
like you get on 70 and just throw it on cruise control. You know what I mean?
I'd like to check it out sometime. I heard it's really nice there.
Sarasota?
Yeah, that whole area is supposed to be pretty nice.
Huh. I wonder why. What's so
That's
nice
a
about
really
it?
Nice series. My grandmother lived when she was alive. My Irish grandma, my Ronaine. She lived in St. Pete Beach,
Oh, the good grandma. I'm just kidding.
and I did visit her there once, and it's nice.
Yeah. Okay. I'm not sure what the difference is, other than no, I don't get it.
What the difference is between these towns?
Between the west
How
coast and the
built
east
up
coast of
they
Florida.
are, how nice the beaches are. I don't know the traffic.
You think so? Do you think the beaches on the west coast are nicer than the beaches on the east coast?
I don't know. They charge more to stay there. There must be some reason.
No, I'm just wondering. This is an honest question because I've never spent any time on the west coast of Florida.
Well, here's the thing. I was living in Pennsylvania at the time when I came down, and I went to St. Pete Beach, and I thought it was really nice. But then again, I wasn't living in, I don't know. Maybe my memory is slanted.
Yeah, a little rose
that's
colors
back
going.
when the Mooney girls, the Reverend Sung Young Moon girls were out there selling flowers and bikinis on the street corners.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I've been to Tampa 100 times, of course, right? To hang out with Ken, but we don't spend any time on the beach. You know what I mean? So I never really paid that much attention to the beach. Tell you the truth. We go to Honeymoon Island.
It's definitely more expensive, unless, don't get me wrong. There's really expensive places on the East Coast too, like like Jupiter Island and like that, where all the bazillionaires live.
Yeah.
I think who was
Well, Mar-a-Lago is,
Russell
right?
Claw was living there, and Burt Reynolds, and I don't know. I know there's a laundry list of people that own properties there. There's
Mhm,
Mar-a-Lago.
I was going to say Mar-a-Lago.
Yeah, I didn't realize how expensive it was there till my brother told me, because that's where he was taking some vacations up in that area.
All the way to Key Largo.
Oh, then there's that, and that's East Coast down there, but the Keys.
You know what, Key West, though?
That costs a
I
couple
wonder if you would
$100
count
to stay.
that as the East Coast, because Key West is technically, it's west. It's more west than some parts of the west coast of Florida.
Oh,
As far as,
look at the map. You go down 95.
What do you mean it's
get
not?
down to it.
dude, if you look at a map, Key West,
US 1 runs
Yeah.
right down the whole thing.
I was there. I get that. But if you look at the map, Key West is technically west of Marco Island, for example, which is on the west coast of Florida.
Yeah, well, it's because it comes to a point down at the bottom,
It's like Naples. You like Naples? Key
But
West
if
is
you're on the
west of
West Coast,
Naples.
You gotta, if you're on the West Coast, follow me with this. You gotta go down and then through the Miami area,
No, I
and go
understand.
east and go down it's a straight shot from the Treasure Coast. They could go down through Fort Lauderdale and then continue on down, and like I said, it all meets in the middle. But
Right. I
look at
understand how
the
you get there. I'm just saying. Fort Myers is east of Key West.
anything on the Atlantic Ocean, I consider East Coast.
Well, what are you talking about?
The Keys are on
Is
the
Key
are
West on
Atlantic
the
Ocean.
what? If you face this direction,
Yeah.
it's on the Atlantic Ocean. If you face this direction, it's on the Gulf Coast. Key West is.
No, there's no coast there. That doesn't count.
You know what I'm saying? If you look this way,
Outside of the Gulf of Mexico, it's below it. I don't know. I just consider that
Gulf of
East.
America, Mister
It's a Gulf of America.
Man.
Yes, I dream of Jeannie lived in Cocoa Beach. That is all
Hmm.
East
Oh,
Coast.
there it is. Wow, there's a lighthouse out in the Dry Tortugas National Park. There's a stupid island that looks like it's in the middle of nothing in the ocean over there. Wow. I'm like all map searching now. It's just interesting, that's all. I was like, oh wow, check that out. Wow.
That's cool. It's got a house.
Boca
in
Grande
Sunshine.
Key Beach. Wow. Huh. Anywho, enough geography. No, I just found it
Cocoa
interesting.
Beach
That's
is-
all.
He keeps asking about this. Yes, Cocoa Beach is in Florida. Yeah.
Yes, Sam. Cocoa Beach. Yes, master. Good old Jeannie. Mhm.
It's on the East Coast, somewhere between Melbourne and Daytona.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Daytona was my jam for about 10 years straight. I used to go to Bike Week every year.
Yeah. I've been up through there a couple of times. It's all right.
Mm-hmm.
It's all right.
It was like a
It's
second
mess
home.
It's a mess during Bike Week.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. I used to go the last couple days of Bike Week. I finally learned my lesson after about 2-3 years. I went like Thursday of Bike Week, and then I stayed the following week because it was spring break. Strangely enough, there's more punani in Daytona during spring break than there is during Bike Week. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah.
We went from another
Take your
motorcycle
work.
to the only motorcycles in the hotel. You know, we'd be staying at a hotel. Bike Week, everybody in the hotel's got a motorcycle, right?
Right.
The next week, we were the only guys in the hotel with motorcycles. You know what I'm saying? So it changed the dynamic slightly. It's just the target ratio was a lot higher.
South Dakota rally, huh? Yeah, maybe someday.
No, you mean why can't Sturgis? Talking about
Sturgis,
Sturgis, I
yeah.
believe. Yeah. I've been to Sturgis
cute.
twice, way back in the day.
Well, I got some things on the bucket list too after I retire. First of all, I want to take a bike run all the way down the Keys. But, you got to take some time for that. That's a long run. And
It's a long run.
And frankly,
It was a long drive.
I haven't been to South Beach, so I want to do that.
What?
Never
I've been to Miami more often than you, and you live in Florida. That's so funny.
I've never even been. So yeah.
Yeah. I've been to Miami a bunch of times. We rode our
Furthest
motorcycles
south
from
I've been is
Daytona
Fort
to Miami
Lauderdale.
once.
Furthest south is Fort Lauderdale for me.
Oh, wow.
But
Did you know we were in Lauderdale last week?
You were in Lauderdale last week, I know.
I know, just kidding. I said, did you know we were in Lauderdale last week?
Yes, you were in Lauderdale last week. You got a
Yeah,
good
I know.
reason. Son of a gun.
Yeah, it was interesting. We could have went to Route Chris. I guess I should have called you, but I don't think you would have driven down to Lauderdale.
I wouldn't have been able to because of work.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
But yeah, like I said, you gotta take that's a week trip. You know what I mean? You're not gonna just go straight running all the way down to the Keys and back. I mean, that's a lot of hours of riding.
We did it, but it was no fun.
Yeah.
Well, we didn't do it from you. We did it from Miami, I believe it was.
And
We
even
jumped in the
that,
car
still
in
a long run.
Miami. It went all the way to the end and then all the way back. and it was a long ass drive. You're right about
Yeah,
that.
no, you want to plan that. You want to stop at a couple of places, spend the night, enjoy the trip, not now that's
Mm.
just work.
Yeah, we
No
hated
longer
each
this
other by
standing
the time we
budget.
got out of that car.
You get swamp ass and monkey
Yeah.
butt, whatever the hell they call it.
Yeah, Matt lives in Lauderdale. No, we hated each other by the time we got out of that car, boy. Yeah,
Oh, you did
it
it
was
in
a
a
lot
car?
of
I thought about
hours.
doing it on a motorcycle.
Yeah, you don't want to do it on a motorcycle. You're right. Not that kind of trip. You don't want to do
Not
it in a
much, yeah.
car.
No, but like I said, you rent a couple of places on the way down and enjoy the trip.
Smart. That's what we should have done. We should have stayed in Key West overnight and then come back, but we opted to just shoot back to Lauderdale, and we got the same hotel we had because we were going to stay in the Keys. But I'll be honest with you, if you love scenery and stuff like that, then fine. I'm looking for something interesting. You know what I mean?
Right.
And quite frankly, there was nothing interesting. It was just more Florida. And I'm not saying that to be mean about Florida. I'm just saying it was more Florida. It was just a whole
Well,
bunch
it's
more
all nice,
Florida.
but it's all the same. It's more of the same and more of the same and more
Yeah,
of
a
the
whole
same.
bunch of palm trees and beaches and water and yeah. I mean, it was just more Florida. Just
I just want
many
to be
hours
with them.
more.
I
The
just want
long
to do
bridges
one.
were cool though.
My dad and his friends actually did a cross country trip on their bikes. He had a Honda Goldwing at the time, and they went across the top part of the United States, took 80 out west, Donner Pass, all that, and then came down south through California, and then came back, probably 40, I'd imagine. I don't remember. And
Mm-hmm.
they spent a good couple of weeks or so doing that.
Mm.
Maybe someday.
Yeah, you got to really plan it. You got to have your ducks in order. And you're exactly right. You got to just enjoy the trip because we've done shit like El Paso to Las Vegas and El Paso to LA. And we did long trips like that. And it is no fun. You're exactly right. It turns into work. And then you
Right.
dread the ride back. In fact, I rented a truck one time because I was so over the people I was with. I was so over the ride. I rented a truck from Enterprises, threw my motorcycle in the back of the truck, and drove home.
Well, right. When you're riding and you're looking forward to your next stop, it's not
Mm-mm,
it's no good anymore. What I mean. You're not
mm-mm,
enjoying the ride. You're just
mm-mm.
making it to this place or making it to that. But they stopped at a
Right,
whole bunch of places that you would stop at. Like I said, Donner
right,
Pass or whatever,
right.
whatever points they were. They took a lot of pictures and they had a good time.
Yeah, that exactly. That's the way to
But
do it. We were just trying to get there, and that was a mistake. We might as well have just, like I said, we should have just flew, really, because we were going for the championship. UNLV was playing University of Michigan, so we went for me and two other guys I rode with that were Michigan fans. We decided to go to Vegas because we were stationed in El Paso to go see the game, and yeah, so that was the whole plan, and so it was work exactly like you said. It was work. It was
what
like,
kind of
come
bike were
on,
you
just
on?
another hour. Just another hour, and we'll stop. Just another hour, we'll stop. You know what I mean?
What kind of bike were you on?
Sport bike didn't make it any better.
Oh, that makes it 10 times worse.
Yeah, exactly.
My bike's like a sofa compared to that.
Yeah, and even when I had my VMAX, it wasn't much better. I went and bought a Corbin seat. Corbin, that was the name I was trying to think of the other day. I even went and got a Corbin seat. I went to Daytona when I was at Bike Week and went to because Corbin was headquartered in Daytona. I strolled into the store and bought it. Instead of ordering it online like you used to, I strolled
Right.
into the store and bought that damn thing on the spot. Threw away the seat that came with my bike, threw it in the dumpster outside of Corbin. I
Very nice.
was out of there.
What did that run you?
I forget, man. We're talking the 80s here. So, probably a couple
They're
$100
easily
though, even
six, seven
still.
hundred bucks for depending what you get. You know.
Yeah. It's $200-300. There's a chunk of change for me back then. I can tell you that.
He had a seat in one of his bikes. I think it was alligator hide. It was nice.
Mm.
Felt good. I don't know.
Mm.
I got a hammock seat on a Harley hammock seat on my bike.
Mm.
That's probably their second most comfortable seat. I didn't want to spend the extra money to. They got the one that has the air built, where it actually is hooked up to your bike, and it's got an air system, and you can pump it up and like that.
Mm-hmm.
But the hammock one has actually got a band that you sit. You don't sit on foam on the base pan of the seat. You're actually like kind of suspended above it,
Mm.
and plus it's wide and it's comfortable. But even that, after a while, you got to get off.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Blue. What's
That was a Corbin guy for years. How about Corbin seat for every motorcycle I had for a long time? And then Suzuki started making like a gel seat. So I went that route for a while with Suzuki. They had a gel seat they had custom seats. Suzuki started selling gel, like memory foam seats and gel seats and stuff like that. So I went that direction. It's nice. They got smart. They split the seat. So there's a groove down the middle. So you're not sitting on your bunghole. You know what I mean? Yeah. So so that's much better. Yeah. I don't know why that innovation had to be
We got
made.
7 people in here. I'm a little disappointed. What's going on?
Are you sure you're reading right? You might be right now, though. There was 12 or 14 for a while.
Yeah. Well, you announced you're not going to be here. I guess that's what happens.
Well, that's true. Nobody expected you. So. But yeah, just getting back on drones just for 2 seconds. I'm just crowing a little bit because everybody was on and on. These doom and gloomers were out there saying it wasn't going to be available and yada, yada, yada. And it's just really funny because it was available day one. The Mavic 4 Pro was. All 3 itinerations and everything. All 3 ways to get it. And I'm just like laughing. You know what I mean? It wasn't that expensive. If we're not dealing with tariffs, it's not expensive at all. It's $2,000 for the base unit with an RC2, which is a $300 remote. So
Sam says he's got an Iron 883 with a kit. Because
why would you do that though?
As well.
Yeah, that's interesting.
1250 kit. So they kitted it. They put a new can on it. Cans.
Yeah.
It's your daily ride. Amber whiskey color.
That's super interesting. Why not just buy the 1200 to begin with?
Well, I don't know. I mean, the 1250 is probably tuned up, tweaked up a little nicer. I mean, it's a light bike. A lot of guys consider those things as girl bikes. So
well, the Sportster. Yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's a Sportster. Yeah.
Yeah, the Sportster came in 883 or 1200. I had a Sportster back in the day. I had the 1200. Yeah. Well, actually, I had 883 to begin with. And yeah, everybody said I was riding a girl's bike. So I caved and traded it in.
Say that. It's kind of dumb, but I guess if you kit it up, it's like a tranny bike.
It identifies as a 1200 now. But no, yeah, I know. But the good news about Harley, especially back in those days, is that you never lost money on them. You know what I mean? I bought that 883 and I sat on it for about 2-3 months, and it was Barnett's in El Paso. Gave me every penny I paid for. It was like $3,800 or whatever the hell it was. Gave me every penny towards the 1200. So I got the 1200. So.
You didn't like the style?
I had to each their own. I thought they looked exactly the same. I'll be honest with you, but it's been several years since I've even sat on a Harley, so I'm not gonna.
It fits in the same stock cylinder heads. Well, how did you get 50% more? Isn't it fit? Yeah, 50% more.
Whoa! Unless they're sleeves and they're really thick in the 883. You know what I'm saying? Because sleeving will change your. You know what I mean?
Talk about 50% more.
Yeah, it'd have to be some damn thick sleeves. Because they're tall. Really short, the cylinders are tall.
A really short stroke or something. I don't know.
Well, the cylinder heads are tall, so I guess if it was I don't know. I don't know how you do that. Whatever. If you say so.
I'll have to look that up. That's interesting.
I would have thought you had to change the heads too. I don't see how you do it either. The bottom end is going to be the same. I agree with that, but I'm not sure how you get away with not changing the heads. And get 50% more displacement. I'm like,
I mean, if you had a shorter stroke, you had shorter connecting rods. It would, I guess. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how you would increase your
I still
capacity.
don't see it.
Me
I don't
either.
see it.
Maybe
Yeah,
there's a
it's all about
head thing,
volume. You know what I mean?
right? Unless they
Right.
were like some kind of the heads were. I don't know.
Well, like I said, we had really thick sleeves in the 883. Like, listen, this is how it could work. If Harley took the 1200 motor and made it an 883 by sleeving it, and you basically just take those sleeves out and then hone it for the extra 50 cc's.
I
Okay.
would just think you'd have to bore it out. Yeah, I don't know.
Well,
Or use a thinner sleeve or something, like you're saying.
yeah. My point is that if Harley took the 1200 and sleeved it to be 883, right, and then you just take those sleeves out,
Right.
you know what I mean, and put in a thinner sleeve to make it an 883. You feel what I'm saying? You just trade sleeves. That's the only way I can see it.
There are sleeves in the 83. You pull out the
And you
sleeve.
change the cam.
Cam.
There you have it. Okay.
Yeah, well, they're aluminum.
There'd have to be some serious sleeves. You know what I mean? But it's a really tall cylinder head, so it's all about volume. You know what I mean? So 400 cc's isn't that much, and it's got two. It only has to make 200 per.
Either way.
Yeah.
It's
Well, it
gotta
only
be.
has to make
You pull
200
out the
cc's.
sleeves, but there's a reason that there's sleeves. They put those sleeves in to protect the aluminum.
He says you go sleeveless. I don't know about that
Depends
because
when you
those
saw it.
cylinders are aluminum now. They're not iron anymore.
Right. So
I'm
you
not
still
sure how
have
you get away with
to put a
that.
sleeve in there. So you'd have to hone the
Yeah.
cylinder and put a larger sleeve in.
Right. Aren't they water cooled now too?
Sportsters, I don't think so. I don't know.
I don't know either off the top of my head, of course. I'm not a Harley guy. When I rode a Harley, they were air cooled. So I don't know. I can't speak to.
Mine's
Well,
air-cooled.
yours is air cooled? Oh, I
Yeah.
thought they were water cooled. Now, or oil cooled at least. I thought
but
they at
mine's
least had an oil
07.
cooler.
Mine's
No
a
oil
96
cooler or
96
no oil or.
inch. It's like 1600, 50 and 84 or whatever. 16. They consider it a 1600, but it's air.
It says air cooled.
Yeah, no.
Man, you'd
yeah,
have to
a lot
be
of the newer bikes
careful.
are water cooled.
Yeah, you'd have to be careful with because you'll warp the cylinder heads. Aren't they aluminum? Aren't those cylinders aluminum now?
Yeah.
Like everybody else, basically. That's why they're sleeved. That's why
Right.
That's why
That's
Suzuki
the
uses
point of the
titanium
sleeve.
sleeves.
That's what I was saying.
Well, yeah. Yeah. There's got to be sleeves. I mean, there's no doubt. He says it's a 1200 with sleeves. He's right. It's got to have sleeves. You can't run a 1200 aluminum head without sleeves, for one.
Right. The oil.
He has that
cooler's
oil
front.
cooler. There it is. Oil cooler. I knew there had to be an oil cooler. That'd be something.
Yeah, they're up front, down at the bottom.
So they took both teams took their sort of second
Right.
run. So
No, it's a well, it's an iron 883.
Okay.
I guess that's why they call it.
He did say
883.
iron. You know what? I stand corrected. Sam, sorry about that. You did say iron. I'm 100% missed that, and I apologize.
So 2 hit outs to 13 in
The
that
sleeve
time.
for the smaller size. Okay.
Yeah, it's like a thermos because of how tall the sleeves are, and all you have to do is get 200 cc's per cylinder, of course. So it's not a lot when you really think about it. You know what I mean? Because it's 883 and 1200 over two cylinders, right? Of course. I'm not telling you anything. I'm sorry, but I'm not trying to dumb it down or nothing like that. I know you know your bikes.
6,000 miles on it. Never seen water. You could wash it once in a while. Anyway.
Yeah, no shit, Sam. What the hell? He probably wipes it down. He's one of those guys. He's only he obviously never rides it, so he wipes it down with Pledge. Those guys used to use Pledge back in the day. Yeah, I know guys that did that. Then they came out with Protect All, I believe it was called, and it was basically smelled just like Pledge. I swear to God, it was Pledge because it smelled just like Pledge. But it was in a blue can instead. And it's Yeah, the guy's never seen a hose. Most of those bikes never seen a hose. You know what I mean? Are you kidding me? Yeah. Hey, Mr. Kitty. So,
Mr. Kitty.
Mr. Kitty. Meow. So, no, I know guys like that in the crotch rocket world too, brother. The bikes get maybe 1,000 miles a year. You know, they've never seen water.
Honestly, mine's an 07 and it's only got like 18,000 miles on it.
Yeah.
And that's nothing for those bikes, you know.
No.
Those electric glide. I have an electric glide ultra classic, and you know, you'll see people selling them for pretty good money with 60, 70, 80,000 miles on them. But you know, they
Right.
got a lot of done on them. You know, at that point, I'd imagine.
Yeah. Yeah. My Gixxer had 150 some thousand miles on it when I sold it. When I sold it. But I changed the oil every 1,000 miles.
I'm supposed to pick.
Yeah, I really took really good care of it. The kid bought it off me and wheelied on the way out. He really did. He got on the bike and wheelied away. I'm like, all right. I'm glad I don't know that. I'm glad this kid's from another town. You know?
Yeah, some guys are just idiots about that. There was a bunch of young guys on sport bikes going down US 1. US 1. You know what US 1 is like, right? Right in front of me. I'm in a pickup truck, you moron, and right in front of me popping wheelies. I mean, literally like between me and that side of the house right there. I mean, he was so close. One little mistake.
I would never do that.
It would have wrecked my undercarriage.
Dude, I've done that so much. We used to have videos out on the internet. You ever hear of Star Boys? You probably never did. We had 1096, 626, Star Boys. Yeah, we used to do that shit. I used to rock wheelies on the freeway in my Hayabusa.
Yeah, but you didn't do it like 40 feet or 35 feet in front of a fucking moving vehicle, probably, I would imagine.
Not typically.
It might have even been less than that. I couldn't believe it. I could see his face. It's like,
yeah. I tried to pick my spots. I'll give myself that much credit, but I'm not gonna sit here and pretend I didn't do it on the freeway.
The guy behind you not to do something stupid, you know. I mean, what if I got irritated and I stepped on the gas and was crowding you a little bit?
Oh, that's true. Hey, man, and people do shit like that. The day before one of my friends died in a motorcycle accident, he had some guy in the truck was mad for that exact same reason. You're exactly right. And tried to run us off the road. He was so pissed off that they were doing wheelies and shit. And veered at him. And he picked the wrong guy too, because that dude used to carry, he worked for a company that made bearings. So he always had like these big ass 8mm and 10mm steel bearings in his tank bag. I mean, he creamed that guy's truck.
I did the opposite. I put my brakes on and put some distance between me and him. You know.
Yeah.
Well, first of all,
now he got all mad and tried to run into him and shit. It was pretty intense for a minute. Then the guy ended up wheeling and dying the next day. It was pretty crazy.
How you doing, Mike? Welcome in. First of all, I didn't want to kill him. And second, I wanted to screw my truck up.
Yeah, no kidding. You can damage your truck like that, man. Mm-hmm. No, I'm not going to sit here and pretend. I mean, there used to be videos of me on YouTube. My first channel, I had a crap ton of us doing wheelies and stuff like that.
Yeah, I don't know if I could do. I'm going to try. I'll try to get your pick in here, Mike, Sam. But I'm doing this on my phone, so I don't know.
Let's see if it works. Oh, wow.
Oh, all it did was that. I clicked on it, and that's what it did. So everybody take a look. Oh, shit. Now I screwed it. I can't see the chat anymore. That's what I get. Oh, okay. Oh, it's back. Here we go. There. guys still there?
Yep, we're still here.
Yeah, I'm right here.
Oh, I went the wrong way. This house is
Yeah.
confusing. I'm Michael. How many bathrooms right here? Jesus Christ. Hey, you can meet my sister-in-law. I think she's down in the kitchen.
Good place for her. No, I'm just kidding. Could resist. Oh,
She is.
sexists would
Yeah.
say, "Come on, Irene." Oh, I swear.
Who's this?
That's Lon. He's in Michigan. He's the guy I bought the
Yeah.
drone from, actually. Okay, and that's Dominic. He's in Australia.
Hi, Mike.
Mike.
Mike. Mike.
Oh, mate.
Yes.
Mate.
Mate.
She's from Greece.
Uh-huh.
Say
That's
something.
right, Buster.
Oh, really? Did you know Olivia Newton-John?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's all right.
It's Greece, get it?
oh, I get it.
Good job.
Thank you. I'm a card.
You are. The whole deck. Or the dick or
Thanks.
something like that. I forget.
Dick,
She,
deck, whatever.
Speaks perfect English, doesn't she? Grew up in Greece. She speaks
Nice.
several languages. She used to be an
Good
interpreter.
for her.
My brother met her overseas when he was
Cool
in the
beans.
service.
That won't bother. I found a video of ours on YouTube from 17 years ago. I can't believe it's still sitting there. That's so funny. Nothing ever disappears from the internet. I was doing wheelies and shit.
This is true. I've seen guys doing wheelies on electric lights.
Oh, I've seen it.
That takes some serious effort, I would imagine.
I could pull up a video of a guy doing that. We had a guy that used to hang out with us that did it. I seen a guy wheelie a damn gold wing. You know?
Let's see.
I used to wheel in my Hayabusa. That was bad enough.
Why would he say that? I'm not afraid of girls.
Aw. Good. I'm so glad to hear that.
I mean, I'm not, but why would I be? Are you? I mean, if Rose was in the room, I'd be afraid of girls if I were you. You don't want to piss her off. Don't let her anywhere near your plates. What does that mean?
It's referring to Greeks love to smash plates.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, keep her out of your keep her away from your place. That's funny.
Got it. But anyway. You know, very glad to be here. Love to see them all. Still looking forward to going home. I've turned into a homebody.
Yeah, me too.
Mm-hmm.
Well, anyway, I just thought I'd come in for a little while.
Yeah, it's been good, nearly
Yeah.
2 hours.
Yeah, you've been on for a while, yo.
Yeah, hour and 48, 49, according to this.
Mm,
Oh, that's pretty good.
fascinating, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're down to 7.
Yeah. Well, you know, how many people you need to watch your Zoom call anyway?
Exactly.
Nobody, actually. I
Exactly.
like I said, at least I put a little. Hey, you know, your videos show your vids from when you own that drone. They showed up. They showed up in the album.
That's cool. Yeah, I don't know if I did a very good job of
originally.
clearing that drone. Huh?
Well, I didn't think they.
I said I
showed
don't
up
think I did a
originally,
very
but I
good
looked
job.
in there and I didn't see them, and now there's a shit ton of them. Oh. That I just because I wanted to show them the video of me flying around the house, but I didn't know whether it was going to save the transmitted, 1080p, but it did. And then I was like, oh, look at all these videos. Oh.
The hardcores, yeah.
Sam's
The
right.
hardcores. I got nothing better to do. That's what. Yeah, it was funny. I happened to notice you guys. I was, like I said, I was walking out the door. Just gonna go for a drive, nothing special. You know what I mean? Get out of the house, and I was like, "Oh wow, what's Bill doing live?" Because Johnny was talking about going live for a minute. Then I think he changed his mind. He's going live in the morning anyway. So
Right. Yeah, maybe I'll show up for that.
yeah, I'm trying to figure out if freaking Sky sent me Air 3S case. For Start RC. I'm like, you doofus. He's such a goofball. And because he contacted me about the Mavic 4 Pro case. I go, okay, well, send me one and send Ken one, I guess. And then he was like, oh yeah, what's your address? I gave him my address. And the next day, the stupid Air 3S case showed up. I'm like, brother, I appreciate the gesture. I don't have the Air 3S anymore. So I was gonna give it away somewhere, but yeah, I don't know. I may well just throw it away. I don't feel like I'm cheap. It's not about cheap. I just want to deal with shipping and stuff, that BS. So I don't know what I'm gonna do about it.
The fact that you had DJI sticker, I left it on the case, and when I was on the smaller plane on the connecting flight, there was a guy sitting next to me who showed interest because I think his son had a drone. So he's talking to me, and then the guy across the aisle started telling me he does drone work for the police department in his area. And
cool.
But he still didn't have he didn't have his commercial license yet. He was working towards that. So I didn't know you could do that. I guess I don't know.
Yeah, it was interesting. He sent me a landing pad too, so I'll add that to the stack of the 20 landing pads I have. So stupid. I keep winning them, or people are giving them to me, and then I probably bought 2 or 3 in my lifetime, And it's like, I'm never going to use these stupid things. I'm a hand catcher, but this one's actually pretty nice. The ones I hate the most are the ones that automatically unfold. It sounds like a great idea on paper until you got to put it back in the freaking case.
Yeah, I know. I've been there, done that.
You get the hang of it,
Yeah, I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm saying it's a little bit annoying. That's all.
Sure.
Yeah.
I actually have
so I like the folding ones better.
I have I bought a what do you call it? You put it in your windshield, sunscreen.
Oh, sunscreen. Yeah.
It's like that. It's two of them. Two big metal loops side by side. So you fold it in half, then you do the twist and turn. And it gets down to maybe this big, like 16 inches across, 18 inches across or something when you get done.
Oh, about penis size.
And when you take it out and undo it, it actually covers of a truck. Truck windshield. It fits.
Right. Yeah,
two of them together. You know what I mean? So you're fighting 2 rings at the same time to get them to fold over in on themselves.
I almost bought a green screen that was like that. There's the box for it. Made in China. Yeah. I almost bought a green screen like Sam, I'd happily send it to you, but I'll be honest with you. For what it would cost to ship this shit, you might as well just buy it. They're like $13-$14 on Amazon. They're not even expensive.
No, he's talking about
you know what I mean? It's like, the case? No, he was talking. He can't be talking about the case. The case is not going to be good for FPV at all. It's all punched out for the Air 3S.
I thought you were talking about the case. Could be wrong.
Yeah, it'd be garbage for FPV, in my opinion, because the pockets are all wrong for everything. I have a used window shade when I forget my landing pad. Dude, I have so many landing pads. I'm not trying to be, I'm bragging. If I turn around, I was winning one or getting one.
You win them at every get together you go to.
Yeah. It's like, I never use the damn things. The coolest one I'd seen in a long time was, you ever hear of, Phantom rain suits, or they made the rain suits for drones back in the day, where they made your drone, basically water resistant. It was called something I can't think of it right off the top of my head. Anyway, he made one that looked almost like a garbage can lid. And what it would do for you is that it made it easy for you to hand catch. People that were scared to actually stick their hand up there, you held this thing up there. Like it's almost like a garbage lid. And then you could just land your drone on it. And it's like a great idea, except for why not just use a garbage can lid then? I mean, a plastic garbage can lid, carry it around with you everywhere, and use it to catch.
Cool if they made it look like Captain America's shield, maybe.
Oh yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Yeah. He was just kidding around about sending it because every time you say you have something, people start hitting you up. Oh, you should send it to me.
Yeah.
Right? It's like this constant. Oh, Bill. Oh, you probably don't care about this, but I should auction this bad boy off. Come on. Oh, there he goes.
Let me see. It's not big enough for me to see. Let me make
the electronic ND filter.
Yep.
Mavic 4.
Yeah. You can't get these. They decided not to release it.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Why?
Beats the shit out of me, man. It's got a couple little hiccups, but it wouldn't be enough for me not to release it. But it's mostly in portrait mode. When the drone's in portrait mode is usually green paint. I'm gonna paint my couch and shit green in the back wall behind me. Yeah. Green. I'm that dedicated.
Yeah, I don't know. I actually have a green screen, so I don't know what he's talking about.
Yeah.
I bought one.
Yeah, they're cheap too.
Yep.
Yeah, it changes by itself. The ND filter, you can put it on auto, and the ND filter will change it by itself. Yep.
Well, that's really cool.
It is way cool. But like I said, in portrait mode, like in Billy's video of all things, right? People are making this comment about it being twitchy, and they're like, "Oh, something's wrong with this drone." And me. You know what I mean? And I'm just sitting there laughing my ass off. It's because of the ND filter. The ND filter makes it act a little funny in portrait mode. That's the big problem with it. I don't know if it's the weight of it or what.
On my battery, and we've been on for about 2 hours, so I think I'm going to call it.
Yep. Okay.
Laters. Deuces.
So why don't we? Let me see if I can find the what do you call thing.
Oh, you're going to try to play the outro? Shut up.
Yeah.
Really?
That's ambitious.
Wow. Okay. I'm waiting to see. I'm going to wait for this.
Oh, the outro song? Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's ambitious.
I think I do.
Oh, I thought you were going to do that. Well, now it's time to say goodbye to Bill and all his tribe. And I hope you will subscribe. Bunch of other bullshit they were talking about in the song.
Thank you all.
Oh, you did do it.
And we hope you will subscribe. You're all invited back next week to watch another show. We're all too drunk and tired, so we're gonna have to go.
We'll just figured it out.
Good job.
Y'all come back now. You hear?
You hear?
This has been a Bill Ways presentation.